Young people are hungry. They are looking, they are searching. They're not afraid of the truth. The world wants them to be mediocre. NCYC and the church is asking their children to seek greatness through sign, through symbol, through community, through celebration. What it means to be Catholic. In the end, evangelization is all about the person of Jesus Christ. There is no substitute. There's no class. There's no meditation that allows them to experience the awesome presence of Christ. NCYC allows a young person to see that the horizon of life is greater than I could ever have imagined. It's not easy being a faithful Catholic, but we're praying for you. And I want you to know that you're welcome, that you matter, that you're loved. Whatever you do in support of your faith in Christ is at the very heart of my prayer.
This is a toast to our first hike and to an awesome God who gave us an awesome view. Cheers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cheers!
It don't have a job, don't pay your bills, won't buy you a home in Beverly Hills. Won't fix your life.
Hello everyone, we're Scott Scott and Annie Powell. We're the founders and directors of Camp Wojtyła here in Colorado, and we're so excited to tell you a little bit about our middle school adventure programs. We have daily mass, we've got adoration, we've got confession, we have some of the best priests in the nation who come and join us for a week at a time.
We love the middle school program. It marries faith and adventure, and it allows through hiking, highline, archery, sleeping in teepees for an entire week for you to learn about your faith and learn about what it is to be a son or daughter of God.
It's just such a great experience, you know, with God and Mass every day and confession and adoration. Yeah, it's so awesome.
We were looking away from the target and trying to shoot. We veered off course from the target, and so after we did archery, I thought that it was kind of like when we're not looking towards God, we veer off course from Him.
The hike, we learned a lot about friendship and teamwork, because with the skills of teamwork, we kind of had to pave the path since the floods had washed it away, and it was like Catholics have to pave the path for other people to God.
So like the Highline was the best experience ever because it's so much related to my spiritual life with God. I felt like He was the rope, and I had to trust Him that He would hold on to me. Sometimes I just have to let go and let Him do what He needs to do.
My experience at Adoration and Confession was awesome because it was the first time I had gone since confirmation. So I started to cry, and it was tears of joy, and I just couldn't stop myself. It was the best feeling.
And I will wait for you. So break my step and relent. You forgave, and I won't forget. Know what we've seen and him with less. Now in some way shape the excess. 'Cause I will wait for you.
Our theme verse is John 10:10. I came that they might have life and have it to the full. And at Camp Wojtyła, we want kids to not just hear that, but to experience what life to the full really is.
This is the first day of the rest of your life. This is the first day of the rest of your life. 'Cause even in the dark, you can still see the light. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Hold us together, make us a shelter to weather the storm.
I originally was in the public school system. When I was younger, I'm from Nigeria. I heard about Catholic school from my best friend in middle school, and that's kind of how I got involved here. Family is everything here. There's no other place that you could go to that you could find such a sense of peace and comfort, and just you feel like you're at home. Like, they've helped me grow so much over the years, and I don't feel like I'd be able to do that as much in a public school system. And I feel that going to any Catholic school will definitely give you that advantage.
If you love somebody, better tell them why they're here, 'cause they just may run away from you. You'll never know quite when, well, then again it just depends on how long
We are Scott and Andy Powell. We're the founders and directors of Camp Waitua here in beautiful Colorado, and we're so excited to show you what our high school adventure expeditions have to offer.
Here at Camp Waitua, we go rock climbing, whitewater rafting, backpacking, huge summit hikes to the tops of the most beautiful peaks here in Colorado. Here at Camp Waitua, it's more than just going on adventures. It's more than just learning about God. It's doing them together. It's learning about who God is through the adventure.
Our theme verse here at Camp Waitua is John 10:10, which is Jesus saying, "I came that they may have life and have it to the full." We want to teach you what it means to live the Catholic life to the full through high alpine expeditions and these adventures, being in the mountains and combining all of that with our faith life, with the sacraments, with Mass, confession, with life to the full, every single piece of it. Now we could talk about this all day because we love Camp Waitua, we love being up here, but don't take it from us. We want to let you hear from the people who have been a part of this adventure themselves.
The glory of God is man fully alive. That's the best way to summarize what I've learned at camp, is that I know what it means to be fully alive now.
You call me out upon the waters.
This whole adventure was a climb. Like being up on a mountain, you have to climb up there. To go up here and push myself out of my comfort zone. But as that happened, it was me starting to see the peak in sight, to go and live life to the full. This is a formation that you cannot get anywhere else, to come out and be submersed in creation with a bunch of other people.
So on my first run, the wind was really blowing me off course and I couldn't keep a good grip to the wall. And I just really felt like that related to life, where you've got a path and you have your eyes set on your goal, but there is sin and temptation, and you just have to push through it and keep climbing for your goal.
He gave us Mass, and I think that's the greatest gift. Just to know that He would bring Christ to us, who is our entire heart, our entire being. It's God who can bring our identity out to others. It's He who introduces us.
You know what? The future of our church is in the young people. It's in the high school students, the middle school students, and the university students. So I'm going to take these young people into the wilderness, into the mountains, and we're going to have adventures. We're going to go on expeditions because he thought that was one of the best places to teach and inspire people with the faith of Jesus Christ and the gospel.
When we're climbing the mountains, there's some points where you really feel like you can't do it at all. If you think you can't do it, then you won't be able to. And I related that to my Christian life, is if I can't believe I could become the greatest person I can, then I really won't be able to.
We were hiking up, and when I got to the top, I was just able to experience God's perspective. I was standing there looking at the glory of His creation, and I was able to behold God beholding me and see that all the steps I had taken were for a purpose and for His glory.
And you are
climbing, whitewater rafting, all of those adventures changed my life. But without the sacraments, it's nothing. And I just feel His love in everything you do. And it's a whole nother experience, and you just feel that much closer to God.
So I will call upon your name. Keep my eyes above the waves. My soul will rest in your embrace. I am yours, and you are mine.
So Camp Waitua, of course, not only provides excellent camping, excellent rock climbing, excellent whitewater rafting, but one thing that really makes Camp Waitua extraordinary is the faith it incorporates. Mass offered every day, and every single thing being culminated into Jesus Christ just makes it an experience unlike any other, and you truly can come back and say you've been changed. You say you've really been touched by Jesus Christ, and that's something you can't get really anywhere else.
I'm on top of the world, hey. I'm on top of the world, hey. Take you with me if I can. Keep living the destiny high. I'm on top of the world.
Being a tight-knit community at a Catholic school, it's great because you know everyone.
I really like the extra activities such as art, gym, Spanish, and music.
I love acting. It's kind of my thing. They make sure that you understand what you're learning.
Having to wear a uniform is pretty cool because you don't feel like you're left out.
You get to learn and be active at the same time. Catholic school matters to me because you can be yourself and learn anything you want to.
First off, I think that, we say the phrase, the Eucharist is the summit of our faith. But we have to really think about what is a summit, And a summit is really a meeting of heaven and earth in some ways, of the sky and of the land, of air and of ground. And so a summit is a reflection of a meeting point, a place of interaction.
My experience on the top of the mountain is that you get the sense that you're so close to heaven, and your eye line with the clouds, and you're like, I'm basically up in heaven in a way.
The human heart strives upward with everything in it. That's the religious sense in man, that we seek the heavens, we seek to go up. As long as humans have been around, they've sought to scale to the mountain peaks and have seen the summits as religious and have given it religious meaning and significance.
That the Eucharist and a relationship with the Eucharist is a really slow but sure changer of your life. You don't realize it every day, but looking back in hindsight, you say, I'm a changed person.
And for the church to articulate to us the great paradox of the humble, simple presence and indwelling of God in the guise of bread and wine as the actual summit, to say that is greater than all of this, everything, but that it reflects something, that it is a summit. It's the high point of everything that man can strive for, because it is the meeting place of the descent of God. And I think that's the most important thing. As Christians, we get so focused on the climb, the ascent, but we have to remember that the summit is the meeting point of the ascent of our lives with the descent of the Trinitarian life, and the Eucharist is that intersection.
I don't know, it's divine. It's the divine plan, and I'm a part of it, and these things happen for a reason.
Like Pier Giorgio Frassati said, that to better hear the voice of Christ, we reach for greater heights.
I didn't want to be in confirmation. I didn't want to be at the church. I didn't like the church. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't like the people I saw there. I just thought it was a bunch of Jesus freaks. Me being a wrestler, my life was at home with my wrestling buddies. My God was wrestling. That was my lifestyle. So going through confirmation was just abnormal. I was like, what is this? This is weird, and why am I doing it? I don't even believe in God necessarily. I definitely don't believe in this church. So confirmation came about, and I was going through the motions of it, just trying to make my mom and dad proud. There's this thing called Steubenville of the Rockies, and basically it's this massive concerts, almost what I thought at the time, like where people just jump around, dance, and sing holy music. I don't know, like just weird things going on. And so I was like, no way am I going on this. And my mom, she begged me, she said, Matt, please go. Please, will you go for me? She said, I'll pay you. I said, how much? She said, $20. I said, $30 and we might have a deal. Yeah, it was crazy. One night in adoration, I'll never forget this. I didn't know what adoration was. I just saw this like golden thing with a piece of bread in it, and I was like, okay, what is going on? Just got down on my knees for some reason. It was God. It was this moment of, okay, like, you know, God, if you're there, like, I'd like to hear you. I started feeling some things, a knowing of me. And it was God embracing me. I know you, I love you, I want to be with you. Like, give me a chance here, kid. I kind of had a freak out. I didn't know what was going on. I was a 16-year-old, you know, punk. You're kind of like, whoa, like what? Whoa, like, so I kind of got up and left. This man comes to down to me, and he says to me, you know, he chased me out, and he said, what's going on? What's going on with you? And he asked me, where are you at? Like, why are you out here? And I challenged him. I reamed into him. I reamed into him about what the church was. I reamed into him about what the people were, where I was at, what I wanted to do, why I didn't want to be here, how I wanted to be with friends, how this isn't cool. Like, he answered me. He met me with where I was at. He met me with my discouragement. He met me with my honesty. And he met me in just where I was weak. And he called me forward and he challenged me. And he's a priest now. His name's Father John Nepple. Me and him he's one of my best friends to this day now. And you know, you can term it as a conversion. I don't like saying necessarily conversion because your life is constantly a conversion. I walk out on the match. I'm wrestling another kid, top-ranked kid in the state, and we get into a little scramble, and my elbow plants, and I dislocate my elbow. Blow it completely out. It blows backwards. Season ending. All your hopes, dreams, everything you've worked for, you know, since you've been 13. My life had gone out the window. In the end, I ended up being able to get back on the mat because I was going through all the MRIs, I was going through all the physical therapy. We hit our deductible with our insurance, which led one of our family members to go in and get a free checkup. That family member was my mom, and that's where she found, you know, breast cancer. Yeah, it was completely my cross when I look back on it. It was completely a cross. I carried that cross, and I didn't even want to carry that cross. I had to, and it was the survivor in me that I knew I needed to. When I look back on it, it was Christ who walked me through it. You know, that's what adoration does. It really, that's what the sacraments do. They engage you. They engage you in what is real. They change who you are. When I'm in adoration, I guess to answer, just me. I'm raw. I'm Matt Conahan.
We had just moved to Manchester, and so I just started looking around at various schools. Just the appearance of the school, the smart boards, the gym, the little cafeteria, the extracurricular stuff they offered, all of that appealed to me. And certainly the student-teacher ratio was fantastic. But it was more what they teach academically and then what they teach morally. This school, I feel like it's giving her more than just, here's your math facts. It's here's how to be a good person. That's more important than almost anything.
of creation will enter here. People, you struggle with addictions. Well, I've come to bring you hope, and when the whole world turns against you, my child, fear not, and sing to them hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I am free.
What initially started as finding a school with a small student-to-teacher ratio eventually developed into something way more than that.
When we put him in pre-K, he flourished so well that we continued through kindergarten and upward, and eventually we put our daughter in as well.
The ultimate goal is if they can get enough merit money for college, then they've done their job. They basically paid for their high school tuition. So it definitely paid for itself over again.
The light that shines off their face because of the connections they've made here, it's just priceless.
Chapter has dawned for 1 Billion Stories. The redesign is finally done, and if the website doesn't look any different right now, it will by the end of the day. And my thanks goes out to John Flynn for redesigning it. And tonight I have the honor of sharing our story on EWTN. Tonight, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you can tune in to Life on the Rock, please do, to hear our story as I share about the pilgrimage across the country. If this is your first time to 1 Billion Stories, welcome. I encourage you all to make comments below all these videos, to spread them around through Facebook and Twitter. And that is all for now from Denver, Colorado. We're going to call an audible today and play the infamous Catholic pickup line song rather than a story. Don't forget, a new story goes up every day on 1billionstories.com. Another song that you'd like to share with us, since we have the guitar here. I mean, that was awesome, man.
Thanks. I have several songs that would be good. I think probably the one that more people would like to hear, though, especially on video on the internet.
Sure.
Is the Catholic pickup line song.
Let's hear it. That sounds good.
It's called Sing Along, but everyone knows it as the Catholic pickup line song. So what's your name, babe? And what's your favorite way to pray? Is this pew taken, babe? Couldn't help but notice that you came along to daily mass today. Think it might be fun if we play a little game. We can sit and try and guess each other's confirmation names. My guardian angel says he thinks that yours is kinda cute. So what would you say, babe, if I told you that you reminded me of Mary? And what would your reaction be if I confess that Saint Therese is only half as sweet? Well, my discernment is over. I've discovered my vocation. Let's have dinner at my place. It's a feast of obligation, and I didn't believe in predestination till I met you. So let's sing along. Let's sing and dance in this divine romance and never walk this road alone. Won't walk alone. I have to say right now, like before the last verse, I always have to warn people that this is the worst verse of all. There's a sort of, it's like a setup and a swing, you know. You pitch it and swing and hope it is a home run, yeah. Maybe not exactly. So take my hand, babe. At the risk of sounding just a bit too eager, please take my hand, babe. I lost my rosary, and I need to use your fingers. Well, I've been in adoration, but never quite like this. I'd be a second-class relic if you just give me a little kiss, and I'll be the answer to your novena if you answer mine too. So let's sing along to the song of songs, and love will lead us home. Let's sing and dance in this divine romance, never walk this road alone. Won't walk alone.
There it is.
That's the Catholic pickup line song.
That's awesome. That was awesome.
I love the novena. Thanks.
It's been a good ride. Old websites. Here we go. The new website's launching today on 1billionstories.com.